Hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be filming a Q&A. I asked you guys if you had any questions for me on my Instagram yesterday, and you did, so I'm going to answer them right now. So, the first question that you guys asked was, can you say any Czech words? Honestly, I can say one sentence. I'm too scared to even say it in front of anybody, so if I do ever say it, it comes out of my mouth, and I am very quiet and I say it really fast. So yeah, no, I can't really say any Czech words. Okay, next question. What have the boys liked the most? So the boys like playing outside a lot, and we've been taking them outside almost every single day except for whenever it's raining, since we live in an apartment and everybody can hear them running around. So I think that their favorite part so far has just been that they get to play outside a whole lot more than they do at home. Have you tried any weird food? Yes, to me, I have tried something weird. I tried horseradish at a restaurant. I know that it probably was not going to be weird to you guys or some of you, but to me it was super weird and it tasted funny, but I'm proud of myself for trying it because I usually will not try anything that I'm not comfortable with. I am a chicken strips and fries type of girl, and that's what I get almost everywhere. In here, I've been out of my comfort zone and trying new foods, so there's that. Have you picked up any habits? No. Could you see yourself living there permanently? Honestly, no, because I like the conveniences of the US and I need Target, and I love the fact that I can shop on Amazon in the US and I can't do that here. And also there's absolutely no diversity here, and I want the boys to grow up with some type of diversity. So yeah. How are you handling the language barrier? I would say terribly, because when I first got here, I was so nervous when I was talking to people that even if they were speaking to me in English, but it's not like perfect English, I was so nervous that I would just answer their question with an answer and I wouldn't even really know what they asked me. It would just come out of my mouth, and it was really embarrassing. I have gotten better and I am able to understand people more here, but the language barrier is really hard and I definitely struggled with it a lot in the beginning. Have you been able to work with the big move? And the answer is yes, I have worked. I work from home. All I pretty much need to work is a computer, Wi-Fi, and my phone, and I have all three of those things here, luckily, so I have been able to work still. What has been your favorite thing so far? So my favorite thing so far has been to travel to the little towns and see all of the beautiful architecture. I've looked at millions, hundreds of thousands of pictures of this type of stuff growing up. I've always been obsessed with Europe, and so the fact that I'm seeing it with my own eyes is so special, and I've absolutely loved it, and it has been my favorite part. Was it hard adjusting to the new time zone? Oh my gosh, yes. It was so hard adjusting to the new time zone. The first week and a half, I struggled so hard because I was awake whenever I should have been asleep, and then the boys were awake when they should have been asleep, and so everything was just so off, and so I was cranky and the boys were cranky and everybody was cranky until finally we got on to the right time zone. So it was so hard, but I'm glad that we finally made it, because for a while there I thought that it was going to be like that forever, and I'm kind of dreading going back to the US only because I know I'm going to have to do this all over again, because it's a 7-hour difference from here and home. Next question, is the Czech language hard? Yes, I think it's really freaking hard. I can't understand anything. I can't read anything. I just can't with anything. It's really hard. What is the best food that you've tried so far? So I can't remember the name of the food because I can't remember most of the names of anything here because I can't really say them, but it was this really good cake that I had at a cafe in this really small town called Telch. Well, it's not really that small compared to the towns that I grew up in, but here it's considered like a village. So the cake was so good. It wasn't chocolate, but it looked like chocolate, and it was like squishy don't know, it was like this, it was so weird, but it was a really good cake, and it had a really good texture that I liked, and that's been so far my favorite thing that I've eaten here, and I think about that constantly. Okay, second to last question. What do you wish you would have known about the country before you went there? Wait. What do you wish you would have known about the country before you went that you needed to know before you got there? Okay, so I can't really think of anything that I really needed to know before I got here, but I do feel like I wish I would have known that there was absolutely no diversity here, and I would be like the only black person. Well, I mean, besides my family, obviously. But a lot of the people here, or I can't even say a lot because I don't really know, but I do know that the way that we get looked at a lot, you can tell that the people have never seen like African Americans in their entire life. Like, they look at you with such curiosity, and it's just kind of weird sometimes. So I wish that I would have known that before I came, and also that I wouldn't be able to find anything that resembles hair products that we need. Or luckily I don't need any makeup because I did a whole haul before I came, but they told, like, I was talking to one of the friends that I made here, and she said that they only sell 5 shades of makeup. 5? In the US, like, the brands have to sell like 50, or it's just ridiculous. So it's crazy. So I wish I would have known the whole lack of diversity, so that maybe I could kind of prepare myself for the weird looks and the, I don't know, mostly just that, so I could prepare myself for the weird looks that we get, and just kind of prepare myself for being stared at every time I leave the house. So, okay, last question. People always say travel before you have kids, but you were traveling with 2. In your experience, what are the pros and cons of traveling with, or pros of traveling with kids? Any cons? So I would say that the pros of traveling with kids is that you get to see them in the like environment that you take them. Like, I know, because since Ezra and Zane are both, they're 1 and 2, that they're not going to remember any of this, but we have videos and pictures of it, so they can look back on it later. But it's just such a good feeling for me and Reggie to know that we were able to give them this opportunity, and that they were able to travel to Europe and see all these different things whenever a lot of people don't have that opportunity. And even though they're young and they don't remember it, it still feels really good to know that you could give them that experience. I would definitely say that's a pro. And then another pro is that they're included in all your pictures that you take too. Yeah, so I would say, yeah, those are the only 2 pros that I can think of. Any cons? Definitely it's more stressful having kids, but it makes you have to prepare more, which isn't always a bad thing. And then I would really say that's probably the only con, is that it can be more stressful because you have to deal with their personalities, and whenever they're upset or if they're hungry, or, you know, all that stuff. You can't just go do whatever you want whenever you want. You kind of have to have your schedule based around your kids, and it's obviously depends on the age and stuff. It's always going to vary, but I would definitely say that the pros outweigh the cons so much, and just knowing that you can give your kids that opportunity and put them in the situation to travel even at a young age, I think that that's so amazing, and not everybody gets to do that, so I'm really thankful for that. And I think if you have the opportunity to travel with your kids, it's just going to be way better, and it's going to be so much fun to be able to look back on those family memories instead of just looking back and not having them in it. But if you don't have any kids, I definitely would say still travel. I mean, it's just going to be a completely different experience. You should travel without kids, and then you should travel again with kids. So that's just what I think. Okay, thank you for watching my video. That's the end of my Q&A. Thank you again so much to everybody who sent me questions, so I actually had something to answer, and I really had fun doing this Q&A, so I think I'll probably try to do one later on sometime. But if you liked this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up, and if you like curly hair or lifestyle videos, then make sure you subscribe so that you can be notified whenever I do post videos. I am going to be posting more frequently, so make sure you're subscribed so you can get notified and you hit that bell. Yeah, so thank you again so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!